My semicircular canals shake round and round like dice thrown down from a cup. The inverting floor returns to normal before I realize it. I had teleported to the lab development room. Standing right next to me is Ferris. My demon eye, reading Steiner, clearly recognized the changing of the world lines. Additionally, the pain the viral attackers inflicted on my body goes away. When I take a look, all injuries on my body have disappeared. Ferris is standing in the center of the room, looking around restlessly. All traces of tears had completely disappeared from her face.
ちょまあ、フェリスの携帯知らないかにゃ。
The Ferris who, until a while ago, was facing me with a painful smile, is no longer here. Instead, the one there was the usual simplistic, charming Ferris, with an impish smile. I look at the phone I'm gripping. It's not my phone, but one with several cute, girly cat doll phone straps attached.
携帯ならここに。
Ferris walks up to me with a teasing smile on her face. She pokes at my fingers with her index finger, twirling it around.
ちょまあ、この中のあれを見たのかにゃ。
Ferris gently takes the phone from my hand.
もしも見たのなら忘れてほしいにゃ。あれはこの中に封じ込めておかないとダメなのにゃ。でないと奴らが目覚めてしまうのにゃ。で、今日まあ、今のはツッコミどころだにゃ。あれってなんだよって、いつもの京馬なら顔を真っ赤にして反応してくるはずにゃ。
すまない。
Before sending the email, Ferris said that she didn't want to forget, and I lied that she would surely remember.
今日の京馬はやっぱり変や。いつもなら遠慮なんかせずに偉そうなことばっかり言ってる。
I embrace Ferris. Strongly.
すまない。
Ferris remembers nothing. Nothing about her victory at the Rhinet tournament. Nothing about the viral attackers and their cronies chasing us around Akiba. Nothing about her father, who had gallantly ridden in on his limousine to save his daughter. Nothing about how we had talked alone in her bedroom. Nothing. She remembers nothing. Everything that happened in that world line was undone by the last email. What happens to that world line, I don't know. Possibly, just like Suza has said before, you might simultaneously exist, even now through superposition. Or possibly, the instant the email was sent, everything vanished at the flick of a switch. You'd have to be a god to correctly observe each and every world line. So thinking about it is pointless. But one thing's clear. I can never return to that world line again. Ferris can no longer talk to her father. So...
今日な、大胆なのにゃ。隣の部屋にいるマユシンにバレちゃうよ。にゃ。
すまない。
I could do nothing but apologize. In this world line, Mayuri invited Ferris to come play at the lab. That's how the cause and effect changed. Seems like she came to me to see a costume Mayuri made. Ferris had to work after this, so she left the lab right afterwards. After seeing Ferris off, I head towards Yanagibayashi Shrine. On the way, I stop at Chuodori and take a look around.
復活している。
Well, we did find out that she, it's pretty much her reason. It's her fault that all of Akiba is moe, so it kind of makes sense. The moe shops exist now. Animate, Tora no Ana, Mandarake, Gamers, Lamtara, Melon Books, Asubit City. Each one of them revived in Akiba. There's a gigantic anime hanging screen on Soft Map. Maids walk around the street, handing out leaflets. Cosplaying girls are advertising in storefronts of game shops. But I didn't feel any relief in my heart for the comeback of the familiar scenery. The only thing grinding in my heart was confirmation of the fact that Ferris's father was forever lost. But now's not the time to stop. I shake my head and hurry to the shrine. By the way, a satellite disappeared from Radio Kaikon's rooftop. Naturally, since it's past Suzuha's departure, my heart throbs again just thinking about it. With this, the wounds within my heart have likely multiplied. Walking down the stairs underneath the torii, I walk into the silent grounds. I repeatedly hit the intercom on the shrine office next to the main building.
Hi, どちら様? Okabe-san.
How are you doing, girl? Rukako comes out. Girly as always, even though he's a No, wait. This Rukako is a genuine girl.
Rukako, お前の父上に聞いてくれ。IBN5100 という古いパソコンがここに奉納されているはずなんだ。
え？あ、古いパソコン？
I clearly saw Rukako go pale when I said old computer. She lowered her face immediately, so I couldn't make sure though.
お父さん、呼んできます。
Rukako hurries inside. She looked like she knew something. Ruka's dad quickly appears.
これは法王院君。いつも娘がお世話になっております。
I rush to the greeting and get down to business.
この神社に10年ほど前に古いパソコンが奉納されたはずなんですが、ご存知ですか？
古いパソコン？確かにそんな記憶がありますね。
本当ですか？
Gayifications! What? I finally returned to a world line with an IBN 5100.
ぜひ見せてもらいたいのですが。
いいですよ。ちょっと待っていてください。
Ruka's dad heads inside the sanctuary, in the back. Why do you seem so nervous? Rukako's been silently moping for a while now. She's not calm at all, touching her hair and restlessly looking around.
俺が怖いか、ルカ子。
え？
気持ちはわかる。何しろ俺は、お前の、大事なところを。
Crap. I just made things more awkward. At least use more subtle word, dummy.
Okabe さんが怖いだなんて、そんなことないです。あのことはすごく恥ずかしかったですけど。
悪かった。
はい。
ところで、お前も IBN5100 のことは知っているのか？
いえ。
Rukako shakes her head in an unnatural way.
知らないです。
だが、以前電話した時、知っているような素振りを見せなかったか？
そんなことは。
Rukako shrinks more and more. I feel like I'm bullying her again, so I don't press her any further. I've done a terrible thing to this girl. So it might be best if we stop our previous master and disciple relationship. I don't plan to keep it either. I need to treat her more gently, more fitting for a girl. If I don't, I could get sued for sexual harassment. If I'm not careful, I can get convicted for an attempted rape or indecency by contact. Just how exactly do I treat her? More fitting for a girl. Oh, how did you treat her before as a boy? She pretty much seemed to have the same sort of aesthetic. I don't know, that's not really the right word I'm looking for, but she had the same sort of attitude and personality for the most part. Except she was a dude then. So I mean, I guess if you just treat her the same way, he didn't seem to mind that time. Because I've been treating everybody the same.
マユリの作ったコスは結局着ないのか？
はい。
恥ずかしいから。
はい。
Right? Why is Rukako this unconfident? If that's her nature, then I guess she can't help it, but didn't she say her reason for becoming a girl was to gain confidence in the first place? And yet, she's a girl now, but she still seems to be the same inside.
おかしいな。
And Ruka's dad comes back. I'm saved. I was stumped since the conversation wasn't going anywhere.
見つかりましたか？
I try asking just in case, but Ruka's dad was empty-handed. Was he tilting his head deep in thought?
それが見つからないんですよ。
He was tilting his head deep in thought, is what I meant to say, but whatever.
見つからないとは？
確かに古いパソコンを受け取った記憶はあるのですが、倉庫のどこにもないのです。
The Yabayan 5100 isn't in Yanigabayashi Shrine? Without thinking, I pushed my temples and groaned. So the world's still warped after all. The mirage I can't grip no matter how far I grab. The phantom that doesn't respond. The IBN 5100.
確認させてください。ここへ PC を奉納していったのは秋葉ルミホさんで間違いありませんか？
おや、なぜそれを？もしかして知り合いですか？
ええ、友達です。
ルミホちゃんはとても立派な女性になられましたな。彼女がまだ小学生の時でしたよ。執事の黒木さんと一緒にこの神社を訪ねてきてくれましてね。しかしパソコンはなぜ消えたのでしょう。誰かに盗まれたかと思いましたが、他のものは手つかずでしたし、宝物殿の鍵は壊されてもいなかったですし。
What her father just said contradicts Rukako's words. Rukako said she didn't know about the old PC, the IBN 5100.
ルカは何か知らないかな。確かここ最近は毎年年末の大掃除の日に宝物殿の掃除をしているだろ
う。Once again, Rukako is hanging her head, almost shaking. Her lips, and the hand clenching tight before her chest, are faintly trembling.
ルカコ、どうなんだ？
I try asking again. Rukako doesn't raise her head.
何も知りません。
She says so while looking like she does know. Rukako is lying. Just why? It's not rocket science. The reason Rukako knows about the IBN 5100, she really shouldn't know about. That's because the world line changed. The cause is probably a D-mail. In Ferris's case, I didn't know what her D-mail was about. But in Rukako's case, I already clearly know what it is. Due to the butterfly effect, I should assume that the D-mail influenced other circumstances beside Rukako's gender. In particular, the whereabouts of the IBM 5100. It was like with Suzuha, and with Ferris. I can't help but think the world's keeping the IBM 5100 away from me. At any rate, when Rukako sent her email, my demon eye, reading Steiner, activated. Meaning the email changed the world line. If that means the IBM 5100 won't return to me in this world line, then what I need to do next is cancel Rukako's D-mail. In other words, I need to turn Rukako back into a guy. Just then, not because of a heat stroke or reading Steiner, I really started to feel vertigo. Just how do I explain this to the person in question? Just the other day, when I called Rukako a guy, she started crying up a flood. And then Kurusu and Mayuri formed the Lab Mem Girls Alliance and suddenly tortured me. Is it possible to turn Rukako back into a guy without causing trouble? This is going to be tough. Maybe I should try consulting someone for the time being. At first, I was going to consult Kurusu, but just this time, it'll be awkward to talk with a girl lab mem. Now let's think a little. I visit manager's house. The divergence meter is here. I came here to check its value. The value was up to 0.5%, about 0.05%, from before I cancelled Ferris's email. I certainly did move world lines. We're steadily rising to 1% divergence. This meter's value gives me courage. Just like when I came here before. But that was in a different world line, so it's the first time for him. The energy recounts memories of Hashida Suzu. It's past 6 p.m. when I get back to the lab. There are two girls in the lab, Mayuri and Kurusu.
最後の「ん」は何の
おかえりとおかりんって似てるでしょ？だからくっつけたら一粒で二度美味しいんだよ。
Yeah, if you say so.
美味しくはないだろう。
対おかりん専用挨拶ってことでいいんじゃないかな。
だろう。
多分メイクいいんじゃないかな。
メイクイン。
Let me see. That shop's been revived, huh? Which means...
フェイリスの言っていたバイトってメイクインのことか。マユリは？マユリもそこでバイトしているよな。も
ちろんだよ。どうして今さらそんな当たり前のことを聞くの？変なおかりんだね。マユシーは明日からのコミマに備えてお休みをもらっているのです。
So that means the distortion has been corrected, huh? When I have time, I should go to that store again. That's what I thought. Let's visit when Mayuri and Ferris are working. Maybe I've taken a liking to that store's atmosphere, somehow or another. Kurusu's reading a Western book, as usual. It's the usual book. It's pretty hefty, so it must take a long time to read. I enter the development room, without calling out to Kurusu. And there sits the time leap machine. Today is Saturday, the 14th. At first, Mayuri died on Friday the 13th. The world line changed thanks to Suzuha and Mayuri's death, and Mayuri's death was delayed 24 hours, to Saturday the 14th. If you think with those guidelines, then Mayuri will be killed on Sunday the 15th in this world line. So, just to be safe, it's best I buy a few days' time with the time leap machine to solve the problem with Rukako. I should time leap right away. Just before entering the lab, I peek into the Brontube workshop. The 42-inch Brontube TV was on, so there's no problem there. But will Mayuri really die on the 15th? I don't have solid proof. I might just be making an assumption. Or maybe Mayuri dies today after all, in only 2 hours. Or maybe she'll survive today and get killed tomorrow. But what I wish for most is that it won't be today or tomorrow. The Mayuri will never be killed. What happens to Mayuri in this world line? I can't think optimistically while I still haven't gotten the IBN 5100. But I want to make sure of what happens to Mayuri's fate and... Wait. To make sure of what happens to Mayuri... Whatever in this world line. And there's still a chance, however small, that she doesn't get killed. No. Don't hesitate. Hesitation could lead to an irreplaceable mistake. Irreparable mistake. I don't want to see Mayuri die again. It'll tear my heart apart. It's too painful to see Mayuri's innocent smile end in her tragic death. So I won't confirm Mayuri's death. I don't want to. All I can do is assume the worst case scenario of death. We avoid Mayuri's death once I get back the IBN 5100. No need for negligence until then. I need to time leap right now. I have several chances to time leap. I put away my phone while telling myself so. Wait, what? Did I fuck up? Was it supposed to pull out the phone? Hold up. And here we go. Not D-Mal.
Okabe?
Time leap time.
何よ、なんで一人で勝手に実験を?
When Kurusu starts talking, the discharge phenomenon has already started. See ya. Sorry. An unpleasant sound pierces my ears. My vision waves. My feet and my soul feel momentarily separate. I grab my right wrist, I close my eyes, breathe deeper, and wait for my pulse to return to normal. I went back 57 hours with 2 time leaps. Well, now we got 57 hours to figure this all out. After taking a deep breath, all that's left is a headache. I need to cancel Rukako's D-mail on this world line. Sitting down in a pipe chair, I try simulating what I should do in my brain. It's also useless. My mental simulation results in disastrous defeat. In all the ways I try to tell Rukako the truth, the probability that she cries is 120%. That result should be obvious in a sense. Since I've already had proof of the result. The proof being the time I mistook Rukako for a guy, and she ended up in tears. Well, actually, that kid cries at trivial things anyway. Me talking to Rukako now is like touching a sore. I can't do anything but consult with Kurusu. Since my assistant is a girl, she should understand a woman's heart. And with that, I called Kurusu out to the bench in front of the Brontube workshop and started one-on-one consultation.
ずいぶん深刻そうね。
実は今、難問に直面している。 かなりデリケートな。
デリケート？およそあんたとは正反対のベクトル上にある言葉だな。
というわけで、助手のことを見込んで相談したい。女子だけに。
誰馬？そもそも女子だけにってどういう意味？
I explain all the circumstances to her, including how many times I've time-leapt, and what happened with Suzuha and Ferris, of course. How many times have I explained this to her now? I'm counting about 3 or 4, maybe 5. This time, Kurusu believed unexpectedly easily that I've time-lapsed several times. The only thing she didn't believe was the story about Rukako. She just started groaning.
漆原さんが実は男、さっぱり想像がつかない。
だが事実だ。事実だった。
つまり、ちょっと待って。
She wrinkles her brow in thought.
彼女が実は橋田みたいな外見だったとか、そういうこと？
Hell no. Are you kidding me? Ah, crap. I meant to live into that for a second. Kurusu seems the same way.
これはひどい。
We frown.
絶対ありえない。あんな可愛らしい子が男だったなんて、私は認めない。
待て待て、突っ走るな。俺は一言も、ルカ子の見た目がいかにも男だったとは言っていない。むしろ、見た目はあのままだったのだ。男だった時から、中性的というか、女性ホルモン分泌過多としか思えなかった。
But of that I didn't notice when Rukako first became a girl. I made a fatal mistake.
見た目はあのまま。
Kurusu's glance wanders for a moment.
なら許す。
She muttered. I don't know who's permitting it though.
で、あんたは彼女に男に戻ってほしいと。
Yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it.
そうでなければ、マユリは助からない。
マユリの命と漆原さんの性別か。どっちも突拍子がなさすぎて、さっぱり実感が湧かないけど。あんたの中で解は出てるわけね。
Well, sort of. That's kind of why we need to turn her back.
無論だ。ルカ子には、男に戻ってもらう。
ある意味で残酷な仕打ちかも。
そこで、なるべく傷つけないようにするにはどうしようと、こうして相談している。
I gulp a mouthful of Dr. Pepper and grind my teeth.
自分の、これまでの迂闊な行動を呪いたい気分だ。D メールをいろんな人間に使わせるべきではなかった。
This is punishment. Punishment for my careless actions. Using D-mails. I'm shouldering all the pain of Suzuha, Ferris, and now Rukako. I must shoulder it.
これまでのことを悔やんでても何も始まらない。あんたの相談に対する私の回答は一つよ。
Christina sighs, blowing her bangs.
漆原さんには何も言わない。
どういうことだ？
話を聞く限りだと、漆原さんについてはあんたにアドバンテージがある。つまり、過去に送った D メールの内容を知っているっていうアドバンテージがね。だからわざわざ彼女、彼、元彼わざわざ漆原さんに事情を告げなくても D メールを取り消すための D メールは用意できる。
ルカ子を装って、18年前のルカ子の母親へとメールを送れということか。
That's kind of underhanded and sneaky, but to be honest, if you don't want to hurt her, that's probably the only way you can go about this. Yeah, she's got a point.
どうせ世界線が変われば、その事実はすべてなかったことになる。この際、倫理とかデリカシーとかは無視しても問題にはならない。
As expected of a scientist. So, results-oriented thinking, huh?
だが、問題が一つある。俺は、ルカ子の母親のポケベル番号を知らない。
はあ？あんたバカじゃないの？なんでメモっとかないわけ？
その時は、こんなことになるとは思わなかったのだ。
Hold on a second. Kurusu clicks her tongue a little. She rubs her brow with her fingers while muttering and thinking.
お母さんのポケベル番号、単刀直入に聞き出せば？理由は適当に考えて。
警戒される気がする。
何ビビってんのよ。いつもの無駄に尊大な岡部らしくないな。
Vain and arrogant. That was uncalled for. I don't have time to be hoeing Kyoma now.
そんなの、口から出まかせで何とかするのよ。それにほら、彼女って騙されやすそうな性格だし。って言ってて自己嫌悪になりそう。私ってひどい女だ。
Kurusu's putting herself down.
だが、単刀直入にありのままを話すべきなのかもしれん。下手に小細工を浪するより、真実を告げる方がまだ誠意があるように見える。
マッドサイエンティストが誠意とか笑っちゃうわね。洗脳してやる、ふわっはっはっはとか言い出した方が似合ってる。
I was being serious.
俺はルカ子の痛みも背負う。そうしなければならないのだ。最終的に D メールを取り消した時、ルカ子が女だったことはなかったことになる。故に俺が背負わなければならない。
だったら私に相談する必要なんてない。今すぐ彼女のところに行って私にしたように説明すればいい。
そうだな。
True. That's the only choice I can take. There are a few worshippers at the shrine, like always. I guess that's exactly how it can keep its dignified silence, even though it's less than 10 minutes walk from Akihabara Station.
岡部さん。
Rukako is sweeping the grounds.
すみません。さみだれは部屋に置きっぱなしで。
いや、そのことはいい。
そうですか？
Well, I'm stumped now. I don't have the determination to tell her the truth now that we're face to face.
どうかしましたか？
その
Yeah, things happened. Rukako's crying face from before crosses my mind. It was very sad. If possible, I don't want to make her cry. No. Why am I acting so weak? I can't stop here. I swore to do anything if it's to save my Yuri. What? Okay, misspelling. And Rukako probably only said he wanted to become a girl out of curiosity. If I explain everything properly, she shouldn't refuse to become a guy again.
ルカ子よ。
And I grab both her shoulders, calling to her so close that we're almost pressed together. Rukako's cheeks start to flush.
落ち着いて聞いてくれ。実は、お前は本当は男だったのだ。
Well, this is going to be awkward, I'm sure. No reaction. Or so I thought. Blobs of tears start welling up in Rukako's eyes.
またそんなこと言うんですか？
I made her cry again. But this time, I'm not flustered.
聞くんだ。お前が男に戻ってくれなければ、真由里の命が ないんだ。
I explained everything. About time machines. About the email Rukako sent. About Mayuri's sudden fate. About how to avoid it. I talked on and on about everything on a one-sided conversation.
冗談ですよね。
That was Rukako's first response after hearing everything.
そんなの全然信じられないですよ。
Her voice is trembling.
いつもの京馬さんの設定ですよね。そうなんですよね。
I wish it was. I really, really do. Shaking her head no, she backs away from me, step by step.
でもひどい。そんな設定は僕困りますし、まゆりちゃんも悲しむと思いますから。
いきなりこんなこと言われて困惑するのもわかる。だが全て真実だ。俺は何度もあいつの死の場面を見てきた。お前にはこんな勝手なお願いをしてすまないと思っている。だが頼む。マユリを助けるために男に戻ってほしい。
冗談だって言ってくださいよ、岡部さん。男。僕が男の子だなんて、そんなのそんなの嫌です。僕は生まれた時から女の子だったのに、そんなのひどいです。しかもそれをよりによってどうして岡部さんから伝えられなきゃいけないんですか。預かる。こんなの甘いです。
Rukako covers her face with both hands to snuff out her weeping.
恥じることなどあるものか。むしろ俺にとってはお前が女である方が違和感がある。
Rukako's entire body twitches, and her crying stops. Hmm?
そんなに。
I could barely pick up her voice.
なんて言った？
She lowers the hands that had covered her face. Rukako was making a really sad smile.
岡部さんは僕のことそんな風に思ってたんですね。
Then Rukako shakes off my hands, running away.
ルカ子、待て!
She doesn't stop, even when I call. She disappears into the shrine office. It turned out just like my simulation. Damn it. I need to think of a plan. I get back to the lab and take Kurusu off the bench. Or, wait, out to the bench. And I explained what happened just now. After looking annoyed while listening, Kurusu mutters one phrase when I finish.
フラグが立ったな。
お前は何を言っているんだ？
わかんないの？ どう見てもフラグ立ったでしょ？あ、いや、すでに立ってたと言うべきかも。
フラグとは、死亡フラグのことか？
死んでどうする？恋愛フラグよ。
What? She went crying after I called her a chick, or a man. How was that setting off a romantic flag? A romance flag?
漆原さんはあんたに気がある。
Kurusu thrust her finger at me.
大好きな法王院京馬から、お前は男だったと言われて、彼女の純真な乙女心はズタズタ。率直に真実を話すって作戦は、結果的に大失敗だったことになる。
She sure is calm when she thinks this doesn't concern her. She sure is calm when she thinks it doesn't concern her.
恋愛となると厄介よ。あれには方程式が存在しない。人の感情は計算できない。あまりに未知数だわ。
For some reason, I'm shuddering, shaking my hand, or my head. Has this girl wait. Has this girl never fallen in love?
正面から攻めるのはダメだった。きっと、本人を説得するハードルは飛躍的に高くなった。今度は別の解放を考えるべきよ。彼女のお母さんに直接話を聞きに行くとか。
Yeah, there's a problem of her death.
彼女を泣かせた男としてあんたはすでに漆原家に認識されているはずだから、家族のガードも固くなってるかもしれないけど。
Rukako likes me. Wait, hold on. Did she die? I feel like she didn't. I feel like I'm probably just saying that because I don't remember. Whatever. If she's dead, she's dead. If she's not, she's not. And I apologize if I lied about that because I don't remember. I wanted to escape from that reality. Being in her favor certainly doesn't feel bad, but...
ちなみに、ルカ子はいつから恋愛フラグビンビンだったと思う？
知らんがな。
だってよく考えてみろ。あいつは1週間ほど前まで男だったんだぞ。その時点から好きだったのだとしたら。
それは岡部の主観でのロジックでしょ？漆原さんなり私なりの主観からすれば、彼女は最初から女の子だった。だから別に違和感なんてこれっぽっちもない。
Well, it wouldn't be strange if he was a guy, but...
今いるこの世界線を基準に考えなさい。
Ah, I see. No, that's exactly how it is, but...
それより、私が不安なのは、漆原さんの性別を男に戻すことで、本当に IBN5100 は戻ってくるのかっていうこと。
前の世界線とは変化があった。ルカ子の父親の話では、IBN5100 は、少なくとも以前は、柳林神社に存在していた。鈴葉がフェイリスの父親に託し、彼の死後にフェイリスが、柳林神社に奉納した。その流れは、俺が IBN5100 を手に入れた世界線と同じなのだ。
段階的に元の世界線に近づいてきてるっていうことか。思ったんだけど、世界線ってそう簡単に変化するものじゃない気がする。
なぜそう思う？
だって、世界には60億以上の人間がいるのよ。
7 billion now, but yes.
その中の誰か一人の性別が男から女に変わったところで、世界線が大きく変わるなんて不自然。
鈴葉が言っていたが、タイムリープによって本来と異なる行動を取った場合、ダイバージェンスは変わるとしても 0.00001% だと言っていた。だが、フェイリスの D メールを否定した時は 0.05% の変動があった。
0.05% でも十分大きい。天音さんはこのことについてなんて
？2010年はアトラクタフィールドが大きく分岐する年であり、その鍵は俺と IBN5100 が握っていると。
Maybe by you changing things around you, it's changing world lines, I'm not sure. That's the only thing I can think of.
IBN5100 と岡部の距離がダイバージェンスの数値を決定するのかな。つまり あんたを含めた全ての人間の D メールがバタフライエフェクトによって IBN5100 のありかに影響を与えた。
D メールの中には俺のリーディングシュタイナーが発動しないものもあった。
うん。逆に言えばリーディングシュタイナーが発動した D メールだけを取り消していけば IBN5100 はあんたの手元に戻ってくるのかも。
Which means the remaining D-mails belong to Rukako and...
気流萌えかか。
Oh, that's gonna be a huge bitch to get rid of. But we have to deal with Rukako now, so worry about that later. I want to see that woman again if I can help it. But... no. For now, I should focus on Rukako.
で、ルカ子の件はどうすればいい？
恋愛フラグが立ってるわけよね。
Kirusu ponders, and then eventually... You thought of a romantic date or something, didn't you? Did I woo her into changing back? Yeah, 'cause I thought that too. She blushes for some reason, and turns away.
ねえ。ちなみに岡部って、好きな人、いるの？
おい。
何よ、そのまま。
別にいない。
For a second, my ear's face floated through my mind. But it's more like I feel an obligation to protect her, rather than love for her.
そっか。いないのか。
なぜ聞く？
いや、なんとなくよ。特に意味はないんだからな。
She totally wants you, man. How can you not see this? Look at her! She wants you. Honestly, you two seem like you'd be nice together. And I'm sure that's probably somehow where the true ending will go. Considering you keep consulting like Kurusu about all of this. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure that's somehow where it's gonna end up. Most likely.
なぜ怒る？あと顔が赤くなってないか？
なってない！そうだ。あんた、漆原さんと付き合っちゃいなさいよ。
マジで？
どうせ好きな人いないんでしょ？だったら、彼女の思いに応えてあげればいいのよ。このバカ。
Why does she have to call me a dummy head?
マユリが死ぬのは2日後だ。のんびり恋愛ごっこをしている暇はない。
Kurusu squints her eyes, making a serious face.
これは、最後の選択肢として考えておいてほしいんだけど、やろうと思えば、漆原さんの人格を否定して、脅してでも番号を聞き出すこともできる。
Damn. I didn't think you would go there, Kurusu. Fuck.
どうせ、世界線改変後は、そのことを彼女も忘れてるはず。そう考えれば、最後の手段として、検証する余地ありだと思う。マユリが死ぬことに比べたらまだマシってレベルだけどね。私、今すごく最低なこと言ってるな。
Damn right you did.
いや、あらゆる手段を講じるのは必要なことだ。だがそれは、できればやりたくない。
This isn't simple. If you look solely through my subjectivity, when the world line changes, everything until that point might be undone. But what will happen through Rukako's subjectivity? The Rukako subjectivity, whatever. Even if I change the world line and go there. What if this world line continues? Left behind. The Rukako of this world line will have taken my abuse, and have to live with a wounded mind and body. That possibility exists, according to Suzuha. That's not the case. But it's not like that's absolutely true. And since I can't confirm or deny that possibility, I don't want to use Kurusu's last resort. Besides, I have the time leap machine. And as long as I have it, I can repeat the last few days before Mayuri's death for all eternity. Of course, there's still the danger of the time leap failure, though. In any case, to solve the problem with Rukako, I should have an honest talk with the girl in question. I hear the tweeting of small birds outside the window. It's nice that it's cool early in the morning, even though it's the middle of summer. Though, the crickets are already chirping. The sunlight isn't too strong yet. Since I keep thinking about Rukako, I couldn't get a wink of sleep.
オカリン、あ、いたー。
Mayuri enters the door with a sour look on her lips. Lips, look at her eyebrows. She's mad at you. She didn't say her tuturu catchphrase today. She looks unusually pouty.
早いな。まだ8時だぞ。今日は何かあるのか？
オカリンに怒りに来たんだよ。
She says so. There's no real strength to it. She's been bad at getting angry since the old days.
あのね、マユシーはオカリンにがっかりなのです。
Mayuri points at me with puffed cheeks.
何の話だ？
しらばっくれてもダメだもん。オカリンってば、ルカちゃんを泣かせたでしょ。
なぜそれを？
ルカちゃんに相談されたんだよ。男だったって言われたって。
I see. Ruka and Mayuri are good friends. If Rukako cries, then there's no one for him to turn but Mayuri. I missed that. I should have thought about that.
オカリン、なんでそんなひどいこと言ったの？
マユリには関係ないことだ。これは対機関に関わる重大な機密事項であり。
関係なくないよ。ルカちゃんはマユシーのお友達だもん。話してくれないならね、マユシーはオカリンと絶交だよ。もうラボメンもやめちゃうんだからね。
This is the first time Mayuri's been so angry. To be honest, I was bewildered.
ねえねえ、どうしてあんなひどいこと言ったの？
It was necessary to save you. I didn't say it. I don't want Mayuri to know my motives. I don't want to give the optimistic girl the verdict, you will die in a few days. So, did I fail yesterday when I told Rukako that Mayuri would get killed? I was temporarily lost for words.
何か悩みがあるんだよね。
Even though she doesn't seem to be thinking anything, she's still sharp.
わかるよ。だってね、マユシーは毎日オカリンのことを見てるもん。それにね、昨日も外でクリスちゃんとずーっと話し込んでたでしょ。悩みがあるならマユシーも聞くよ。マユシーにも話してほしいな。ね、それでね、ルカちゃんに謝りに行こう。仲直りしに行こう。マユシーも一緒に行くから。オカリン？
やれやれだな、マユリよ。この俺が悩みだと？バカも休み言え。この俺は狂気のマッドサイエンティスト、法王院京馬だぞ。この俺に悩みなどない。あるのはただ混沌への渇望と野心のみだ。
オカリン。
It's not something Mayuri should know. By any means. Even Mayuri hates me for it. Oh hey, mail. Something important? What? I told her everything yesterday, including Mayuri's death. Maybe she calmly thought about it last night, and decided to believe in what I had to say.
よし。
I get it from the sofa.
どこ行くの？マユシーの話はね、まだ終わってないよ。
これから、ルカ子のところに行ってくる。
本当？謝りに行くの？だったらマユシーも。
いや、お前について来られると、いろいろ面倒になる。
I put my hand on Mayuri's shoulder, warning her.
だから、留守番を頼む。
I leave it in your capable hands, or so I say, but I'm going there because, well, Rukako knows your fate, and if we talk about it in front of you, it's gonna be kinda contradictory to what I want. Mayuri looks somehow lonely as she drops her shoulders. When I run into the shrine grounds, Rukako was standing there alone, not in her usual Miko garb, but in plain clothes. She still hasn't noticed me. Rukako stood still, in the still shrine grounds, the only movement being the silhouette of the trees swaying in the summer sun. A scene straight out of a fairy tale. I stop and watch in fascination. And then Rukako turns around. Our eyes meet. I unnaturally clear my throat and walk towards towards her. Rukako bows her head.
来てくれたんです。ありがとうございます。
We look at each other in the still grounds. Ah, crap. It got awkward somehow. I can't stand the silence, so I start up a conversation.
マユリに、何を話した？
すみません。でもこんなこと、マユリちゃんにしか相談できなくて。
どこまで話したのかという意味だ。
ほとんどは内緒にしました。マユリちゃんが死んじゃうっていうこととかも。
Even that's a relief.
まだ冗談だと思っているのか？
Rukako shakes his head side to side, meaning she believes me.
大事な話というのはにゃんだしょうかにゃ？
What? I tried to use a gentle tone of voice, but I ended up talking like Ferris instead. I really can't deal with Rukako, now that she's a girl after all. Rukako takes a deep breath, as if to prepare herself. Her face is randomly turning red. She opens her mouth to speak, but stops, over and over again. Rukako is abnormally tense. The tension infects me, and my heart starts pounding like an alarm bell.
お
願いが。
うん。
岡部さんが昨日言ったこと。信じます。
そうか。
So basically, that means she'll go back to being a guy. Even though I had hurt her feelings. Her to believe me in spite of that makes me honestly happy. But something's strange about Rukako. Her tension shows no sign of loosening. Rather, it's leveled up to half-crying state.
それで、男に戻る代わりに。
Exchange? Exchange? She wants something in return? I never expected Rukako to make such a proposal.
今日と明日、まゆりちゃんが危ないことになる前まででいいですから。
What? What's she talking about? My throat goes dry. I'm so tense I don't understand why.
だから
なってくださ
い。よく聞こえなかったんだが、もう一度頼む。
Hold on, I need a drink. So much that I couldn't hear it from here.
ください。
No good. I still can't hear her.
はっきりと言ってほしい。俺にできることなら何でもするから。
コーヒー。
I know what you're saying. I know 100%.
なんだって？
恋人になってください。
What was that? Lover? The word takes several detours through my brain. It doesn't register immediately. Or rather, my brain isn't working. Rukako melted it completely. She's fidgeting, hanging her head as if she couldn't lift it. Waves form in my heart. The ripples won't settle easily. Just now. What did Rukako say? What did she say to me? Lover. Lover. Lovers. For just today and tomorrow? What?
なぜだ？
Without thinking, I asked the worst possible question. Rukako shrinks more and more.
好きだからです。
Those words were as small as the buzzing of a mosquito, but had all the courage she could muster. Unconsciously, my chest felt like it tightened. More silence. Wait just a second. If you say it so suddenly. No, it wasn't sudden. At the very least, I noticed Rukako's feelings when Kurusu told me about the flag. Even so, I didn't think it would come to this. My mind goes blank. I can't think straight. Rukako hangs her head, waiting for my answer. Seeing her brave, innocent figure, I feel Rukako's loveliness. No, no, no! This is bad. Feeling of loveliness is no good!
考えさせてくれ。2分。いや、5分だけ時間をくれ。
I wonder, does this help at all in making a decision? No, it does not. I turn around as I scream that, and break off at full speed. What? I'm so ashamed, I can't look back. Dude, go back there! You have to do it! Dude, that was such a pussy move! You could have at least just said no to her face. You could have at least told her no. Oh my god, Okabe. After more than 5 minutes, almost 10, I get back to the lab. Mayuri's eating Anman. Anman.
オカリ、どうだった？
Oh, it went swimmingly.
ちゃんとルカちゃんに謝ってきたかな？
No.
そうだな。 ジューシー唐揚げナンバーワンをレンジでチンして D メールはつまり ABC と。
What?
およ？
すなわち電子レンジはバラ十字団の思想を受け継ぐ騎士たちの錬金術が生み出したものであり、チンとなる音こそが洗脳装置で、実はチンとなる意味など全くなく、
We're muttering incoherently. I set up the time leap machine. What?
何してるの？
少しばかり戦略的撤退を図る。
Dude, go back like 6 minutes. 7 minutes at best. So that way you don't have to at least run away.
戦略？
When do I jump? Just as far as I can? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, far. I jumped to the time limit of August 11th. What? Where are you going? Stop this! Dude!